Okay, everyone. I can't even believe what is going on here. Immigration. Do not talk about immigration ever. But when you have someone going up in there who has just made it her life goal to talk about immigration, and you know what? That's fine for some people, but it's not fine for everyone. And uh, and I love how uh, people get so wrapped up in a lie that this is a Mexican woman for tops. She's supposed to be the one of the leads up in tops, and I was just like, I couldn't believe it was at an event today. And everything was fine at first, but then it got out of hand because um I had to hold back a little bit. um this was about the immigration debate and how how I have been having things done to me, and that this was getting out of hand out of some because some individuals were not being right, and thought that they would take out their feelings and whatever else on public figures, and doing crazy ass things because of immigration, and I haven't been doing anything, um, hardly anything, but just being practicing my right to give my opinion, and also, but anyway, I've had a very interesting thing happen also, but I will get to that in a second. That happened to my car, and and this is what really think what she was taught because my my parents were Mexican and they had escaped poverty. Were you really Mexican? I said because uh, my people left Texas because they had to, because of the Texas Rangers, to escape persecution, and they lived across the border. And whenever they lost land and everything, people died, And then what you call it? And then they lived in Mexico for so long. And my grandfather uh worked within Texas, at the McDonald's. I already went through the story because I could go talk about it all over and over again. Talk about it and all this stuff, whatever. But everyone has this sad story, and those are the stories I rather hear that have people who, I guess because my grandfather was like, okay, well, he would cross the border and come to work. Why don't you become a citizen? And he's like a Mexican national, you know, and a foreman. He's prominent, in his community, and that and that was enough to say, you know what, those are the people who gave to community and who were, weren't wielding gun just to dish out the drugs and human traffic and give threat and all this other stuff. It, going on and on with each and every criminal activity that we could go and talk about under the sun, but yet, but it's going to go back. Oh, the poor deers. The poor deers. Yeah, everyone has that sad story. We have that in America. We have sad stories in America. And we have problems that had skyrocketed because of this influx of individuals who do not understand human right and also citizenship and, and, and civic duty, excuse me, civic duty and and the law. Those are the ones that I find that shouldn't be here. And 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 those who have filled out those applications and have been waiting all this time, going through the long process, the hurdles to become citizens of this country, are being backlogged because of this needless situation that shouldn't be happening. And people be saying, no, hold up, people, we can't do this. I understand that everyone has a certain situation, but everyone has a sad story too. And with that being said, they need to stiffen up the asylum laws. We are allowing individuals to cross our borders because of hearts and flowers that are endangering our communities. And they thought, well, no, that's GOP. No, it's the truth. We're lying to ourselves if we think it's okay for people to not have property rights. We're giving our rights over to these people, and we have rights as citizens, and we have rights to a safe country. And the wall's not going to do it. It has to be like, no, we can't stop. We can't do this. We've done this too much. I understand that you came from all the way from this country because someone had told you that it was going to be freebie skeeby or whatever, and you're going to be doing this. No, we're stopping this because we can't do this anymore. We can't do this. It's time to say no. Hands off the cookie jar. It's going to groups like TOPS, who I find kind of a little hypocritical as to how they deal with this. She won't even care to talk and answer to me about the human trafficking issue. Uh, uh, how we're having a influx of little girls missing, and now possibly adding more fuel to the fires of the human trafficking problem here, and prostitution and exploitation of our children. And maybe because they allow it to happen. Because they take little blonde hair, little blonde little girls, young women to be their prostitutes because it's thought they have one. And she had long. I didn't dye my hair because I dyed my hair because I'm Irish. This girl, I guess, because she thought because she was I guess that was the inside thing that they do. And it's sort of like a prostitution type of scenario. I think she was a prostitute, and no, and that apparently she was there to get money for that group. And that's what I'm offended by. And then also, I'm offended by how they get people to hassle people, to set them up, to do stuff, such as give drugs and also do what I see with my own eyes, uh, perspective of prostitution practices too. That's why I have nothing to do with tops hardly. It was a back and forth fight with these people, and and I'm just like it's exhausting to say that these people. So and it's sad to see that these people they do good work, but it seems like it's like ignorance that they want to do this, and it's like it's okay to abuse the law. And it's okay that to abuse people they don't have privacies, and they don't have a right to safety of this family and spouses, and that's what I find ridiculous too. And and this is ridiculous. I was just like, I don't know. And I just said, look, I said they just need to go ahead and stop this pity clap. Because I have no pity claps to give. And stop this, hearts and flowers bull crap, and stop okaying everyone going to the border and stepping up these asylum laws and say, hell no. And these people who have been here and have been abiding the law and who have been not been doing things to criminal activities against anyone in the state, in this country, should be allowed citizenship like that. And this is not fair to those people that they're held off and they're not processed accordingly, and that this is a prospective backlog of, these people coming up to the bridge of life, as they would tag it, and just and say, oh well, we'll put you on this or whatever. But no, are we going to allow every prostitute, every gang member, and every person that's just all they know how to do is steal and sell themselves, and they're fixed and they're not really, but just dare to abuse rights of others, which I've seen and experienced, and yet this woman is sitting next to me and she's saying she's Mexican, and I'm going like, honey, I don't know, you're a nigger to my people because I'm Mexican American, and I'm Castilian, and my people are mainly English, Irish, Scottish, and French, and yet and I'm going like, you made me sick to my stomach. You must be lying to yourself, is what I was saying. Why don't you clean up what's going on in your backyard, and tell these people, no, you can't do that, and stop doing your juju on my car, and stop looking at women, every blonde that you come across, and think that they're prostitutes for your conglomerate. And should y'all should be paying me, you assholes, and give me a new car because you're a bunch of assholes. And this is ridiculous. People should be calling and being up in arms and saying this should not be allowed. That this is not, uh, okay for this to happen. That these people, it's okay. Oh, I gotta no, no, it's not okay. It's time to say no. 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 And stop drawing figure eights on my car, assholes. Because I do that on you too. Crazy bitches. Get a grip. People need to call because it's all we got is more jujubes and gang people and prostitutes doing stupid stuff. Get off my asshole.